So today we're going to take it out to Missouri's new adult use market, where cannabis regulators just recalled 23,000 marijuana products. Several brands were recalled. The Missouri Cannabis Regulators, the Division of Cannabis Regulation, said they were not properly tested by Fulton, Missouri-based lab Clearwater Science. They said they recalled the products because they were not compliantly tested, so the agency could not verify whether they meet state health and safety requirements. The DCR said it hasn't received any reports of adverse effects. People who believe they might be having an adverse reaction should seek medical attention. Patients and consumers should also stop using recalled products and either dispose of them or return them to the dispensary where they were purchased. About a month ago, the DCR also issued a series of recalls for more than 132,000 marijuana products, in a move that's believed to be the largest single recall in any regulated cannabis market. The recalls were primarily tied to 3 operators and involved non-compliant lab testing and improper tracking in the state mandated metric system. The recalls, combined with stringent plain packaging rules that took effect on September 1st, are causing a shortage of marijuana products in the state. According to data from the New York-based cannabis wholesale platform LeafLink, the number of SKUs sold weekly at Missouri retailers has dropped 20% from 4,200 through most of the summer to 3,400 in late August and early September. So right now, public safety concerns are putting some pressure on the market, and I'm assuming we got some higher prices out there, but I mean, I guess it was good to see that they're taking product safety seriously. I mean, we don't really know much more about what's going on with these recalls. They said there's no evidence of any tainted product. They just couldn't verify that it was done correctly. So I guess we'll wait to see what comes of this. This is Sohum with High9 News. Let's kick it back to the team and see what y'all have to say.
I've got some feedback on this one because I've dealt with this with other operators that have been clients, right? And I come in and fix these kerfuffles. And the bottom line is, like, the reason that it's a seed to sale tracking system is you have to track it seed to sale. If you can't prove the origin of this product, then that becomes an issue because they can't say whether you took it out of the backyard or out of your licensed cultivation. So it's really important that you tick off every step of this process. If you don't know how, I know some people that can help you. Hi. But, you know, it is important, and it sucks, especially if this is clean, good product that was just mistracked, because that's still, if you can't, at the end of the day, the rule is if you can't prove that this came from a licensed origin and that this has stayed inside of your facility through every step of the process, being tracked every 24 hours within 24 hours of every movement, then unfortunately, good, clean product that could go to patients and provide access for people in Missouri is going to have to be destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
chain of custody exists in other areas of life too. Like, you can't prove the integrity of the product.
I mean, I just wonder if this was more possibly vindictive by someone pissed someone off at some agency, and now the agency is just, you know what, boom, boom, boom.
No, I think this.
I mean, that's
a lot when people are having to use a track and trace system that they're not familiar with, and they're jumping in, and, you know, people are always like, don't think that the track and trace and compliance portion matters to their business as much as other aspects, and it does. At the end of the day, if you can't keep your track and trace system correct and accurate and, you know, readily inspectable, then you can't sell that product, and that's, you know, a loss to the consumer, but also a huge monetary loss to the operator.
100%.
Yeah, I want to clarify too. The article doesn't really state anything about it necessarily being on an issue on the part of the operators. It seems like right now it's the testing lab that either can't show chain of custody or was not using compliant methods of testing or whatever it is.
But the article also states in there that the state says that the lab's not at fault, as far as the lab's not at fault in the article, doesn't it?
It doesn't say the lab is at fault. It doesn't say the lab is not at fault, but it says they were not properly tested by Fulton, Missouri-based lab Clearwater Science. It recalled the products because they were not compliantly tested, so the agency could not verify whether they meet state health and safety requirements. What I'm reading from that is that chain of custody was broken at the lab, and they can't verify that it's correct.
But we'll establish who's responsible during that lawsuit that's certain to follow up.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I put into my contracts along the line that people have to act reasonably and follow the rules when they're handling the product, because a recall means that you're going to lose your ass. If your products are recalled, they often get destroyed unless they can be retested and proven California doesn't let you do stuff like that. So someone's going to be paying for the loss in these recalls. And if the lab did it, then they're the ones that are going to have to notify their insurance companies, because everybody else, I mean, you trust when you grow your product, you put it into the stream of commerce to be tested. You trust that someone's going to do it appropriately because it's out of your hands. And I also put attorney's fees provision in there, because if you fuck this up, I'm coming after you and you're paying my attorney's fees bill, and I will get notices of execution against your. I mean, I'm brutal when I go after people's money. I took some woman's inheritance one time. She shit herself, but it's like, yeah, you owe my client money. You're paying them money.
Mm-hmm.